happy to be talking today with Anthony Imafidon, who is joining us from New York City, one of the greatest places on the planet. How are you, Anthony? Thank you for joining me.
I'm doing great. I'm doing well.
Awesome. So to start us off, would you tell us a little bit about your hearing loss history, how long you've had your cochlear implant?
Since when I was like 1 or 2 years old. So growing up with found hearing loss was very challenging for me because I'm the only deaf child in my family. And my parents, they have a they always my straight sisters, so they're hearing, and they always compare me to my the hearing capable folks. And I was in special ed due to that, my compound hearing loss and my lack of academics. So they pushed me to get out of special ed because they felt like I wasn't learning or growing in that area. So they want to form me to something so I won't be a failure. So they placed me in after school with the hearing kids and a tutor. It was like very overwhelming, a lot of frustrated, and I was angry at myself, and I was just tired being compared and criticized. I was just tired of dealing with self-doubt and struggle, self-esteem, and I was just tired being compared and criticized. And at the at the young age, I just started to I want to take my own narrative. Then I started watching motivation videos, documentaries to empower myself to be better, and those experiences led me to be stronger and unstoppable and resilient in me.
Oh, that's so fantastic. So obviously I came across you on social media, and that is exactly what, caught my attention was your positivity, not letting the deafness, hold you back in any way. So what would you say, or where did you get that positive mindset though? Like, I mean, so you said you watched the motivational videos, but did that just take effort for you to sort of, reprogram the mindset?
So I was obsessed with basketball. I had a passion with basketball. I always watched like sports. Sports was into me. So I always wanted to improve my skill. I always wanted to be strong, like muscular, and I always watch these motivation videos, these exercise, because I want to improve myself. I don't want my deafness to pull me down. So I need like show strength, like self boosting my confidence. And then I started studying successful people, their failures, their success. I was just a habit, I wanted to prove myself because I feel like people were pulling me down, my parents, they don't have the blueprint how to raise like a deaf child. So I had to really teach myself, like understand myself. It's a struggle. I don't know. I can't really blame myself. I just can't wish I wasn't deaf, but I use it as just like bunch of lessons. Life has challenges. So I just learn other successful people. Well, how did they get their mindset? Okay, so they started teaching themselves. They started motivating themselves, empowering them, pushing themselves, pushing their boundaries, pushing their comfort zones. So I started applying those principles to my life. I started getting out of special ed, then going to mainstream classes, inclusion, which was scary. There's a lot of hearing, and the work is challenging. I still push myself to be great, I was curiosity, I was motivated, and the hunger, that separates me from other people. It's my hunger and my drive and the vision where I'm heading to. So I'm really, I'm really proud of myself. I've been a long way in my journey. So I can't really compare anybody's journey because I'm different. I came for the struggles. From now, I'm just still going because I'm still unsatisfied with myself. There's much hunger in me, more. I had to get out of my comfort zone more. I want to help my people. I want to help my deaf and hard of hearing to take ownership of their identity, because that identity is really important, because you have to know your core values of yourself. Then I want them to motivate them and manifest their destiny. People have to look at the bigger picture of their destiny, where they're heading to, knowing their purpose. That's just really important. And I want them to uplift them. I feel like we're the underdogs. Like, it's just like, yeah, we have a struggle, yeah, we wish we was a hearing person or whatever, like that aspect, but well, we're gonna use our hunger and our drive to just keep moving forward. That's where the mindset came from. Yeah.
Okay. Well, that is amazing. And there was so much just incredible information and insight and advice that you just shared. I think number one, I, like you, I was the only person with hearing loss in my entire family. So I can appreciate it. And our parents did the best they could. They had this new thing on their hands that they didn't know what to do with. So kudos to you. You're wise beyond your years, but to just go and study, because I think that's such great advice. If there's and to not only just study the successful people, but also, like you said, you then applied those principles to what you were doing. And I think another really important aspect that you mentioned was having a curiosity. I think that is also a really important thing as we navigate life, being curious, being open, stepping out of your comfort zone. I mean, all of these things are fantastic, like I said, pieces of advice and insight that you've obviously mastered at a very young age. So you should be very, very proud of yourself. So that's just wonderful. What is something, questions or maybe a misconception that you get a lot about either having hearing loss or having a cochlear implant, something that you would like to, that wish that more people knew?
The one thing I just get like that, yo, you speak so clearly. I'm like, yeah, I speak clearly. I understand like people have struggled speaking clearly because they sign. I do sign language, but when I'm with my friends, I do sign language. But for me, this is my natural voice. I'm oral. So my parents don't sign, so that's why I came from. I speak. This is my natural voice. Well, when I'm with my deaf friends, I show them respect. I do sign language ASL. So I know some parts of they understand what I'm saying. So yeah, as the aspect. So yeah, so having speaking so clearly and having the mindset. Some people think, oh, deafness they slow. Yeah, because yeah, it's a struggle, but you can't say in that way. People have their own criteria. I don't know how to say it, but like, yeah, I was like, we just sometimes we have the self-esteem and just pull us down. We just need some coaching. We just need some just little help, just a uplifting. People have their own routes. So I was like I'm always overthinking. I just tend to think my feelings, and then I put myself down. I have like still this day I still have self doubt. I just try to talk to myself, just keep moving forward. I have like little setback, little fail, but I tell myself just keep going, keep going. That's life has little challenges. You just gotta keep pushing yourself, and then that's one of the things. What else? I think that's and also they keep saying like this is a hearing aid. It's not a hearing aid. It's a coke implant. That's one of the key facts. I wish they can spec on the coke implant.
Yeah, I agree. I think that, still is, again, one of the things that we're trying to do with the Joyful Life Cochlear Implant Fund is, raise awareness around cochlear implants, hearing loss, hearing health in general, and those things. And yes, the coaching. So if people are watching for the first time and don't know about us, so I do confidence coaching through the fund. So if anyone is interested in that, they can go to the website and check that out as well. So tell us what you're working on right now. Or what are you up to right now? I know you're in college, and I know you've got some business things going on the side. So tell us about that.
Yeah, I'm just working on. I have a clothing brand called Mass Expression. So ME stands for Mass Expression. I'm just really trying to um just motivate, just really sharing my story and empowering my deaf community and my hiring community with my ideas where they can take control of their identity, motivate themselves, and manifest their destiny. So with my I have this just strong core value of self-expression. So I want people, so like, I have like different, so this is like an unstoppable T where like power plus self-entity equals unstoppable. As you can see, this is electronic electric. You see the like the power of, I just put this power, and then self-identity equals unstoppable. You are unstoppable because you can't let anybody take control of your identity or your destiny. You are in control. So I just want an untraditional this enthusiasm in fashion. You know, I just want to remove this traditional. I have this creativity. I have this strong self-belief. I think with my emotion, my feelings, and I want my deaf community have this, when they wear it, they have this law of attraction where they can push themselves, empower themselves, you know, have this confidence with themselves, and then push their boundaries and go there, know their purpose and know their why, and push where they need to go to. So yeah.
That is just so fantastic. And I love that so much, the unstoppable and just, you know, embracing who you are and, you know, not, and just continuing to take action. It's just, you're so inspiring.
Yeah, it's just I just been, since I was a kid, I just watched a lot of motivating videos. I look up to certain people, whatever it's like music, basketball, you know, documentary, and just really that feeling is just, I don't know. And I thought my purpose, you know, maybe let me just, you know, empower, inspire my people. You know, sometimes life can throw you challenges. You know, I didn't really pray for this. I didn't ask for this. You know, I just said, you know what, let me handle the situation. Let me inspire and share my story. Let me give my heart to my people, you know, with my ideas. I said, and just uplift them. Yes, I'm able to do that on my social media.
That is so wonderful. And yes, like I said, such a wonderful message and inspiring for other people. I love the idea that you're creating, you know, creating clothes and, you know, I think that also creates a sense of community, which is what you're also talking about, is being able to inspire and motivate and help people in the deaf and hard of hearing community feel like they are unstoppable. And I think that's just wonderful. Words of advice or anything that you want to share before we wrap up?
Um, just really have like just really study yourself, you know, just I always have to keep like a journal so I can just go back and really study
Yes.
myself. It's just really like you're dating yourself. You just knowing your strength, your weakness, and just really take the time. This is what I do. I just isolate myself, just really know my core values, really understand and know what I want in my future. Just that's about it. Yeah.
Okay. Wonderful. Well, no doubt you have a great future ahead of you. And I really appreciate the opportunity to chat with you. And I'm really excited to follow along with your journey. So thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.